My name is Liz, and I'm 86 years old, and many, many, many years ago, I learned that healthy eating, healthy exercising, healthy friendships, and a good family life help one to feel better all the time.
And my name is Ken. I was born around New Ulm, and we grew up on a farm, so work or activity was very common or part of our daily life. And then as I grew older into my work life, I was going to meetings and doing desk work, and I was very faithful about taking one day off to get some exercise, and that was about it. And she kept bugging me about that. That isn't enough, 1 day a week. So gradually I started to do regular exercise because I knew from reading what the benefits are of regular exercise. So I started doing more of that, and because I felt better after doing it, I kept on doing it. Plus, I also had heart scare problems, which meant that I had to look at my diet, cut out the fats and the high cholesterol foods. So between the exercise, the diet, and my own history of my family, they lived 86 and 93 before they died. So there's a history of longevity in my family. But gradually I've become to realize that I feel better when I do those things that I just mentioned. I usually work out in some way 4 or 5 days a week, whether it's here at Rejuv on the machines, or hiking and biking during the summer months a lot more, just because I like to be outside. So that's about the normal week that I do some kind of exercise.
It used to be 5-6 times a week, and now it's 4 or 5 times a week that I managed to get over here. I had an experience in early April that I had a fall and I cracked a rib. So that meant no gym, and within almost 2 full months, I knew the difference. I was sluggish, I was eating not well, I wasn't sleeping. I noticed all those things happening, and I thought, that's the proof for when they tell us to do exercise regularly, we feel better. And I agree with that 100%.
And my favorite line is, if you don't use it, you lose it.
I was very happy to find Rejuv, but I found Dr. Baumgartner first because I had an issue with fasciitis, and he took care of that with prolotherapy. And I have seen him for different things, and I've been very pleased with, and he's not my primary doctor, but he does things that I can't get at my primary doctor. And when I think he was in St. Cloud for a year with his own Rejuv, and after that year I started seeing him. And when the gym was built, that was just wonderful. So it was added. It was an addition to coming over to Rejuv. For me, the model is very important because of alternative medicine that is becoming more and more important to people. It's important to me, but I have friends. Some of my friends come here for their medical needs. They come here for the gym. They come here for seeing different staff people for their issues. It's a healthy model to be out there, and I think it's slowly growing all over, not just here, but I think we're lucky to have it here. And other places within the community are moving toward alternative ways of helping people. Even my medical doctor is very open to my coming here when I tell her what I come for. And I just think the community is fortunate to have it and for growing in this community. I just think we're lucky.
I feel more or less the same way what she did. Because it's a new concept for a lot of people, it takes time to get the ball rolling and get people on board. But it's a beginning that has to be made, and I think will become more popular as the years go on.
I see Dr. Baumgartner as a visionary man, but I also see him as a friend, and I think that's what people feel when they come here. He is my nephew has come here, and he says he doesn't even seem like a doctor. He's just so personable and real, and I think he's got a sense of humor that rubs off on others because it relaxes people, and he's just a very sincere and great integrity, a man with great integrity.
It's not just his medical background, but it's a holistic approach. I mean, he talks about
meditation.
He talks about value of family, of church, of community, all those things that make up a whole person.